Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Classical Violinist Explores the beautiful music from Clair Obscur, a game which I have never played, but I'm already out over heels in love with the soundtrack. Today we're going to be listening to a bunch more of your suggestions, starting with the one that was suggested the most after Un Via Mer, which is Monoco. I'm really excited to see why so many of you all love this track, so let's dive in. Okay, so I know that this track or this character, I don't even know the context in the game, but I know that this is the name of the developer's dog. But that opening, I gotta hear that again. Bow wow wow. It's definitely giving that one song from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, bow wow wow, bow wow wow. Which might be one of my favorite tracks in the entire game, no joke. I love it so much. It's another track that comes totally out of left field like this one, so super neat. I'm loving it already. Oh, neat. So it was like there was like a. Sorry, my comments on this one are gonna be super inaccurate because this is so outside of my wheelhouse, but there's like a saxophone duet here. Electric piano? Key change. Suddenly this real mood here. Suddenly super chill and open. Like that. Nice. I wish I had more to say about it. I can't really speak too much of what's going on in the music, but oh man, that was so fun. And a huge change from a lot of the music I had already been listening to on here. And kind of a breath of fresh air in the sense that it like feels really happy and fun and not like sad and heavy like a lot of the other music is. It definitely sounds like the soundtrack is quite eclectic and diverse. So thank you all for suggesting this one. It's super fun. All right, next we're going to listen to Stonewave Cliff's Lampmaster. Reverse sounds. I like the vibe. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to make of that right now. I gotta listen to that again. This is really striking. So we've got the voice over here. We've got a voice singing, but it seems to be entirely separate from what's going on in the strings. I mean, it's in the same key, but it's not really like matching up with what's going on. Like it's just descanting over the top. And then the strings are playing like a legitimate, like, concerto grosso from the Baroque period, like some like Telemann or Handel concerto grosso something or other. I'm not actually sure if it is Handel. It sounds familiar, but it could just be like very much in the style. I'm gonna have to look up and see if it actually is being pulled from something because that is super neat. I think this is pulled from something, and it's going to drive me nuts if I don't figure it out, like, right away. Bear with me for a second. That's the same thing, right? Oh my gosh. Let me listen to this again. It's the same thing. He totally threw that in there. I love it. And it's actually in the same key. It's just Baroque tuning versus modern tuning, which is why it sounds a little different. But oh my gosh, that is so neat. I actually really love when people fuse together Baroque and modern beats like this. I just think it sounds so cool, and it just makes me so much more interested in it. I love having that extra musical Easter egg in there. There's lots of like synth and other ambient sounds going on around it too, which is so neat. And now we've got this drop coming in. It's so neat what they're doing with the voice there. It's like super processed in I don't know what way to make it sound even more eerie and weird and just unsettling, on top of like just the juxtaposition between like the classical music and especially like Baroque era classical music with this very, very modern and sound designy soundscape going on here with these vocals that are processed to make them sound so weird and amazing. It's like it's fading away now. So now we have an even bigger break and sounds like reverse sounds in the piano. I love when they use reverse sounds. It just gives it such an interesting vibe. Back to this. Oh, is it just gonna fade out? I was wondering if it was gonna have a proper ending. That is so cool. Man, I would have like screamed if I heard that like in game. If I had heard that live in game, I definitely would have stopped playing just to figure out what the music was from because, oh, that was so neat. Okay, next up is Lune, which I think is one of the character themes.
Dans le silence et la nuit, magie et poésie prennent vie, lueur tacite.
Really like Celtic vibes right away, huh? But I'm not actually sure what that instrument is that's playing at the start.
Dans le silence et la nuit, magie.
It sounds Celtic, like music from Outlander and that kind of vibe, but it's like it sounds kind of like a recorder or some kind of flute, but it also sounds a little bit like it's more in the bagpipe family. Like it's not actually a bagpipe or a uilleann pipe, but it sounds kind of reedy, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have to look up what that instrument is later because I don't think I've ever heard anything like it. I've been so distracted by the instrument, like I just realized it's basically just that and the singer and piano. It's just these three instruments going on. Of course, the vocal is beautiful, as always. That goes without saying, but I will say it anyway.
Clair obscur de la nuit, ta sagesse éclaire nos esprits, esquisse dans l'air ta magie opère, poussière d'éther, source de création, créature de ton imagination. Demi-lune à demi-mot, murmure étant ton manteau, clair obscur de la nuit, ta sagesse éclaire nos esprits. Artiste.
It's so beautiful and serene and tranquil. I have no idea what the words are talking about, but every now and then I hear Clair Obscur, and that makes me, it's like I recognize that. But yeah, it's so beautiful. It sounds like it must represent a really lovely character, and I can't wait to meet them because, yeah, this is so beautiful. It sounds like the second voice just came in where we stopped.
De la nuit, ta sagesse éclaire nos esprits. Artiste fébrile, pinceau invisible, trait d'encre indélébile,
voice.
tandis que la
It's just such an interesting sound. Like it has that kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, like, but also like a flute, and also can bend notes, and it also sounds a little reedy. I'm gonna have to look up what this is right now. Okay, so I think this is actually the person who played on this on the soundtrack, demonstrating this instrument.
You should know about this instrument. This is the bawu. Now you're probably looking at this instrument and thinking, oh cool, a Chinese flute. But it's not a flute. This is a free reed instrument like our last two instruments, the sheng and the can. But you probably just want to hear how this thing sounds in action, so I wrote a little something for you.
Wow, that is so neat. I totally called it about the reed though, but it's really surprising to me that this is a Chinese instrument, and because I thought it was supposed to sound like Celtic, so that is so neat. And I can hear how it would be Chinese now, but like, oh man, that is so neat. Sorry for the interruption, but I just had to know what was going on there.
tandis que la lune se fond dans l'aube, ton cœur se pose dans l'obscurité, décidé vers l'éternité. Demi-lune à demi-monde, murmure et dans ton manteau, clair obscur de la nuit, ta sagesse éclaire nos esprits. Artiste fébrile,
It's fading out here too. Just gorgeous. Just so beautiful and calm, but in a different vibe than what we've heard before. I'm definitely hearing a lot more of the session, the variety in the soundtrack for sure. And what a great lineup of tracks today. Lots of different sounds and different worlds and soundscapes and influences. I'm just loving listening to all of this. Thank you all so much for all your great suggestions. If you missed any of my previous Clair Obscur videos, I'll have them all linked up here so you can check them out. And see you in the next one. Bye.